physicists have proven that we all have energy bodies, and we're going to see that in a video in a minute. But I'm leaning on the work of Dr. David R. Hawkins, who wrote the book Power versus Force, and I believe Letting Go. But in this map of consciousness, he shows all of the emotions, or large of the emotions, and on the left is the hertz that the emotions vibrate at. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, okay, so we're energy bodies. And that means laws of physics, because how do you understand energy? You study physics. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So if I understand the laws of physics, I can understand how our souls operate. Because when you rely on the wisdom, the knowledge that the field is the soul governing agency of the particle, the field being the energy field, the soul, the particle being the body. If I can learn how to operate my soul in healthy ways and spend more time in love, peace, and enlightenment instead of fear, guilt, and shame, then I'm going to be, have a regulated nervous system, and I can have these conversations, and I won't be constantly asking people to change outside of me because I don't know how to control myself emotionally. I don't know how to regulate my own emotions. So what I had to accept is that all of this is necessary because we're an energy body, and fluctuating energy is alive energy. So we have to surrender to our fear, guilt, and shame. There's the feminine, the surrender, so that we can do the work, turning that wound into wisdom, and then pull that wisdom out and climb our next mountain. And there's the action. There's the masculine. So with the universe being a mirror, we're going to watch this tuning fork resonance experiment in a second. Let's say that selfishness, I have selfishness in my soul and it resonates at, say, 30 hertz. Okay. How it works is based on the laws of physics. When my 30 hertz moves, other souls with 30 hertz also move, pulling my attention, pulling my perception. And then an unaware person would say, you're selfish. But what's really going on at a soul level is my soul is showing me the selfishness inside of my own soul so that I can change, I can grow, I can become more emotionally mature. Because if shame resonates at 30 hertz, love here resonates at 500 hertz. If I'm sitting there in my 30 hertz, I don't even notice the 500 hertz. And we're going to see that here in a second. So let's watch this and I'll show you how this works. Here we go. So first we have 512 hertz and 440 hertz. They don't even notice each other. Like the 30 hertz and the 500 hertz don't notice each other. But when the hertz are the same or identical, then they move each other in perception, and there's attraction. We have energy. It's alive. That's life there. So that's where I need to engage. So when there's, selfishness on the inside of me and selfishness in somebody else, then that is my soul showing me myself. Like if you go see the same movie with your best friend, what your best friend resonates with, meaning a vibrational match, an energetic match, resonating in the same hertz, is not going to be identical to you because your souls are not identical. So what pulls your best friend's perception and attention, what your best friend is attracted to, will be a mirror to what's inside their soul. And what you're attracted to will be a mirror to what's inside of your own soul. Both valid, but both different because you're not identical. So we have our energy bodies, and our energy bodies are, in the more like fear, guilt, and shame we have in our energy bodies, then on our physical bodies, we'll hold more fear, guilt, and shame. So when our nervous systems and our energy bodies calibrate our nervous system via our hearts, the neurological system in our hearts is far more complex than our brains. And our hearts send about 90% more signals to our brains than the other way around. So when your heart comes into coherence and is emotionally regulated, that regulates the whole nervous system. You heard heart and soul. So our souls communicate out through our hearts, and the electromagnetic field around the heart is 5,000 times stronger than the brain per Dr. Joe Dispenza, and the heart's a vortex.